Hey, what's going on? Zero Day J here. It is Sunday, March 24th, 7:36 p.m. on the West Coast. And yes, the futures markets are open. I'm in NQ right now. Well, I'm not in anything. I'm looking at NQ. I was trading a little bit. I got this eval here. I mean, this isn't an update. I wanted to show you another cool indicator that I just started using. I always knew about it. I just never added it. And glad I did because I'm noticing some things that happen with it, and I kind of knew it happened. Stuff like this would happen with it. I just never used it. So now that I'm using it, I'd like to share it with you. But yeah, I'm trading some. This is a new eval account, and then I have these two funded accounts. This was this is the eval account for this funded account. So this one is not being used. I'm not trading that. I have this one. I haven't traded in here at all. Um, I'm waiting for a regular trading session because I only have a $1,000 29 remaining drawdown because of the awesome day I had on Friday. That's sarcasm. And then this is a brand new funded account, and I got it up $78. So I'm not going crazy here. I mean, this is a nice bounce point here. We've been. I mean, it kind of looks like it could go down another leg, but we moved up pretty good, hit our head right here, and then kind of just were working our way down, and then got a nice big dump. I'm looking at the 5 right here. That's a nice bounce. Wish I was still in long. Oh, actually, I wish I got in long. It's not a huge bounce though. I'm on the 5 minute chart. It's only seven. It's only 5 points, but it could keep going. Let's see what it looks like on the 15. Those are basically the only two charts I look at the most on TradingView. But we're at this pivot point, which is something I just added. Shout out to Patrick Weiland or Wieland or however he pronounces it. He uses the pivot points, and I like watching it because there is activity that happens there. Either you get bounces or rejections off of it, and obviously other times it'll just run right through it. But it's definitely something worth keeping on your chart. Um, I mean, obviously, right now you take everything with a grain of salt, more so than the regular trading hours, because this is the overnight session, and there really is not a lot of volume. But there's a couple things to keep an eye on. I mean, I took these off my SMAs, my moving averages. I put them back on, but I wanted to show you the VWAP or VWAP. Actually, I have that off too because basically I wanted to show you this right here. So let me close everything. I got my orb 15, the 15-minute orb, which is this red line and this green line. You got the opening range breakout based on the first 15 minutes when the market opens. It's definitely in play during the extended hours or the overnight session, which is what the NQ is doing now during the day. And I have my chart set to, basically all day. And then during the regular trading day, I basically watch the cues more than anything in terms of the orb, and I keep that on just regular trading hours. So the one I wanted to talk to you about is VWAP. All right, which is let's look up the definition of VWAP. It's the volume weighted average price. It's a technical analysis indicator used on intraday charts that resets at the start of every new trading session. It's a trading benchmark that represents the average price the security has traded at throughout the day based on both volume and price. So with that said, well, that's Tradeovate. Let me get back to my NQ. What happens on the VWAP or VWAP, depending on how you want to say it, I don't think it really matters. It's just a good, let me close all this other stuff out so you could see it better right now. So it's, let me hide that. Let me hide, actually everything else that needs to be hidden is hidden that blocks its view from these illustrating, for these purposes of this video. So let me zoom in a little bit. All right. So you got a range here. You got these green lines. That's the range. And then VWAP is this blue line right here. Well, I guess all three of them are, but the blue line is the one you want to keep an eye on. But I mean, you could look at all three of them because look, it bounced, it hit the bottom, it wicked through here, and it came back and hit the bottom of this range, and it's kind of bouncing off of it. But really, the blue line is the one. I mean, you keep an eye on everything, but I think the blue line is a better. I'm still watching it and learning, but look what happened here. It it was riding along. It kind of does the same thing, like it rides along the 8 or whatever, but it went through it, stayed over it, probably, hit a high. This is the NQ on the 15, came back down, hit the middle line in the VWAP range, right? And then bounced off of it. So hit here, candle ended, and then it bounced, a big bounce too. Let's see, it went from 18,577 just in this candle alone to 18,593, which is a 16 point move in one candle, which is a lot for the overnight. But then it went up even on the next candle, it went up. So in a half hour, I mean, and this happens a lot faster during the regular trading hours, but either way, this went from where is that? 76, is that 78? Whatever, 78 to 602, 578 to 602. So you're talking 24, 25 points from the bottom, from the bounce. That's a nice move, right? If you're playing one contract, that's 500 points if it's an NQ. If you're playing more, I mean, first of all, if you got an eval and you're trying to pump an eval, it's, all you need is 15.25 points to get an eval over with 10 lots. Don't recommend it, but that's where, ooh, look at this little dump going on here. So anyway, and then here, like it hit its head on it, bounced off of it, hit the top range, right? Which is, and then if you look here, like watch this part of the screen. It's hard to see, obviously, because it's really small. I don't know if I can make it any bigger. Oh yeah, I could make it bigger. So you see these 3 lines? As you move on the chart, those numbers change. But right here was 590. It rejected off of it and came all the way back down. And now it fell out of the range. And now it's at this pivot point. So it's just interesting. It's just good to have these on here to watch it. I've had so many different indicators. I have this stochastics down here, the stochastic oscillator. I don't know why I have 2 of them. Let me get rid of one of these. I hope this isn't going to get rid of this one. Okay, yeah. So I have the stochastic oscillator. You got the volume here. Volume's cool, but I'd rather have the chart showing, and then it's just going to fall into that volume anyway. Whatever. Anyway, and then I have my SMAs. So my chart's always evolving. This is like the main chart I look at, but I also have some moving averages on here, which I trade the 1 minute. I have the 1 minute always on Tradeovate. So I just have a bunch of moving averages in here. I got the 105, which is the 5 minute 21 moving average. I have the 200. What do I have on here? I have the 105, the 200, the stochastics, the 9 EMA, the 34 SMA. Everything else is SMA. 34, 21, and 300. So that's just what I'm working with here. And then, but this video was basically about the looking at VWAP and how it behaves. I could go back and let me go to the hourly, so we could go back to like regular trading hours. And then you can see there's always like action around it. Here's another example where it went in. Is that today? I think that's today. Yeah. But look, it kind of, well, that's not good. Let me go back to, yeah, there we go. So here's some, it's hard to look at on the hourly. I don't know. I like the 15 and the 5 more than anything when I'm using TradingView. Let's see. So look, here's a good example. This was Friday. It basically bottomed out there and kept bouncing off of it like for the last few hours. See? Just kept bouncing off of it. Never really getting on the air. Wicked here on the 15 and then came all the way back over it and ran like a mofo. Came back down, wicked a little bit under it again, bounced off of it, came back over it, and stayed over it. So it's just interesting to watch. So that's just what I felt like making a video about, because I'm not, I want to do more videos like this, not more than the update videos, but I feel like as I'm learning the charts and learning and seeing what I like to trade with and what's working for me, I want to share it with you guys, whoever's watching. And, as my channel's growing, which I just crossed over 100 subscribers, which is very exciting. I'm at like 101 as I'm recording this. And, I feel like this can help some people that are going through what I've been going through, but are further, they're not as far along as I am in my journey. So if I could, help you avoid some mistakes by sharing some of the stuff that works for me, like this new indicator that I just added to my channel that I knew about, and then guys always talk about it, I figured might as well share it with you guys in case you're not using it. It's just something, hey, put it on your chart, watch how it, I'm not saying make any trades based on it yet. Just watch how the candles behave around it. Just like certain moving averages, just watch how it behaves around it. That's all. And maybe you'll find that there's certain times that you can get an edge, and play a bounce, like here. This would have been a great place to play a bounce and just ride it up for a little while, Here might not have been and it was staircasing down. You see that? So it was kind of due for a bounce. Like this is like it hit its head, and then it was rejecting, and then it got under the, it was holding over the 300 and then fell under the 200. Sorry, the yellow line's the 200. Fell under the 200. Where's my 300? How far down is that? Oh, it's all the way down here. Jesus. Anyway, and then it just dumped, right? And then it dumped, hit its head. It bounced off of this pivot point, and then kind of rode along the pivot point. It looks like, it could still dump. It could fall down under this pivot point and just dump. Like, I don't know what's going to happen when like China opens. I don't know if it's open yet, but I don't think it is, because usually when China opens, the volume goes pretty crazy for a little bit, and then it settles down. But like, this is a nice bounce here off a pivot point. Like you could have played the bounce there. It's not that much though. It's only 7 points. Like, because I zoomed in, it's only 7 points. So let's not get too carried away. So just keep all that in mind. Just figured I'd share this with you. And I hope you got something out of it. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thank you for being a subscriber. If you already are one, if you're not, please subscribe to the channel, give a like, all that stuff. I'm trading with Apex and Take Profit Trader right now. Those are the prop firms that I'm working with. And I have links in the description below for you to, if you want to give them a try, check them out. Just click the links in the description below. Like with Apex, my coupon code will give you the best discount. It's not better than anybody else's, but it is the best discount available, just like everybody else's. So whatever. I'm getting close to having a custom coupon code, which is exciting. But anyway, thanks for watching. Give a thumbs up, leave your thoughts, all that stuff, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.